Hi creative friends, this is Freya and thank you so much for being here. So I allowed this to completely dry and you guys, I am so loving so much of what is going on here. Like I'm really loving all the dots here. I think it adds so much energy and life to the piece, but I'm gonna bring it up closer just so you can see the tea bags. Like look at that luscious texture. Oh my goodness, you guys. I swear to God, these tea bags are just too much. I am just over the moon about using them. So what I'm gonna do to start off with is I'm gonna apply some of my Liquitex acrylic transparent burnt sienna ink, and I'm gonna put it like over here on the face, and I'm also gonna drag some of it into the hair. And you can do the reverse as well. So you can pick a color. I usually use ultramarine and I put it in the hair and then I drag some of it in the face, and that just kind of like makes the piece more cohesive. So it just kind of makes it like, you know, even if you cover it up later, it's like there's a little bit of carryover from the hair to the face and vice versa. So sometimes I will use ultramarine blue, or sometimes I will use burnt sienna, but I want to use a burnt sienna. And remember, like yesterday when I was putting the dots, I did mention that I was going to be kind of like putting stuff over it, like probably a transparent ink. But see, look at that. Oh my goodness, like look at that, you guys. The burnt sienna ink over the tea bags is just luscious. It's just so, like, look at that. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna drag some of it in there, and I'm gonna kind of go like so. And see, so I'm dragging it into the hair, right? And I'm gonna drag some of that into there. And I also want to put it in the eye sockets there. And I think now this is called Coffee, and it's one of my Ranger re-inkers, and it's kind of a bit of a tricky color to use. Like it's a luscious, but you know, it's just a little bit tricky for me to use, but it is a beautiful color. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna start building up the eye sockets a little bit. So I started off with just like putting all this really dark, I don't know what it was. I think it was actually my Payne's Gray, which is my chalk paint and ink. And as you can see, so it's like a black. But now I want to start bringing out some of the, like I want to start bringing out some different values and colors in here, and just build up the eye socket here a little bit. And I'm just gonna kind of so basically, you guys, this is like a lot of push and pull. It's just like, you know, I'm pushing stuff, I'm pulling stuff, I'm pushing stuff, I'm pulling stuff. And that's just basically what I'm doing. And I think I want some of this burnt sienna here. So I'm trying to look at this a little bit like in abstract kind of ways. Like I'm looking at it as a color field. I'm not looking at it as this is an eye socket, this is a forehead. I'm not really looking at it like that. I'm trying to look at it more like in an abstract way, because I want there to be like really beautiful, kind of, you know, interesting color fields. And I have to say, you guys, I am loving this so much more than when I started it. And like I said, there was nothing wrong with it per se, but it was lifeless. So, you know, I guess there was something wrong with it. It had no life and energy to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the dark, the ink, which is like a Payne's gray, and I clean my desk out, you guys, and whenever I do that, I cannot find my colors. So anyways, I'm gonna add some of this this Payne's gray here, and I'm gonna let some of the burnt sienna show through. So I'm not gonna make like a flat field of color. I'm just gonna kind of go like that. Now I do want some of that gold that I put there. I want some of it to show through. So there's a lot of just like building up layers, push pull, you know, trying to refine things. And ooh, like I am really loving the juiciness of this, you guys. And I'm gonna bring it up closer so you guys can just look at the textures and the colors. I mean, I'm really loving it. Now, another thing I've been kind of working at is like making scribbles. I'm trying to do it in a way where it doesn't seem unnatural. Like, you know, I want it to be scribbly, but I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to do the scribbles, or I honestly don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to rough things up a bit. Ooh, now I do love this neckline over here. So I'm gonna bring this up closer, you guys. So can you see how that line just like went off the like neckline there? But it's so interesting to me. Like I just love that. And that's why it's so important to kind of, you know, follow your intuition, just kind of let things be the way they want to be. Don't like, you know, like really obsess about things. Because like, look at that line. Like, I just love it. I know it's a small detail, but I just love that line over there. It just draws my eye in, and it just, I don't know, I just really love it. And I'm just making all these scribbles. You know, I've also been using my non-dominant hand a lot. So and I'm just gonna try to keep things a little bit loose here. I don't want to get like too crazy tight. So you guys, do you see how the eyes are shaping up? Like, I'm not even like drawing the eyeballs, and I'm not like getting really tight. I'm starting off loose and then I'm tightening up. So, you know, the bigger shapes and then the smaller shapes, loose and then tighter. Like, that's the way I was taught to work if you want a more painterly style. Anyways, you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. And I will see you in my next video. Oh, let me just bring this up closer so you can just look at it and just look at it in more of an abstract way. Look at all the colors and textures and just all the cool stuff going on. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.